All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Lifelong Gunner podcast. Today we're going to do a video of the predicted 11 for the Portsmouth game tomorrow, FA Cup third round tie. Um, it's been a long time since we played Portsmouth, man. I'm actually looking forward to it because I oftentimes reminisce on the good old days in the early 2000s and even in the 90s when we used to play Portsmouth all the time because they used to be in the English Premier League. But man, I don't know, guys. I still feel kind of frustrated and annoyed by that Liverpool game. It's behind me now. But anyways, hopefully we can set things right in this Portsmouth game and get back on the right track. Um, it's just that it was such an opportunity. You know, that opportunity that you feel like once you take that opportunity, like your life is made so much more easier. That like somebody said the other day, you basically had one hand on the Premier League title. That winning that game would have done that for us. It would have gave us that leverage. All right, guys. So predicted 11. So for the game against Portsmouth tomorrow in the FA Cup third round, my expectation is that Kepa will start in goal, as he is pretty much a cup keeper. It's pretty much known at this point. Um, Skelly, left back. Mosquera, I heard that he's in training. I don't know if he's ready for the game yet, but if Mosquera doesn't play, then Marley Salmon. I will partner him in defense with Ben White, and then I'll play Josh Nichols under right in the right back position. So the reason why I wouldn't play Ben White on in the right back position is because he had so much issues with his hamstring, and I just don't want him going on those long, tireless runs only to aggravate that. And that is what happened in the game not too long ago. I think it was like 2 games ago, where he had to do a long busting run back to defend a counter attack. I don't want any more of that. I think pretty much Ben White should just be looking to be a centre back at this point because once you have that hamstring reoccurrence, it really becomes a handicap and it really becomes an issue moving forward. So, anyways, the three-man midfield, Norgard, Eze, Marino. Don't think anybody would argue with that. Eze has to start. He hasn't played in like 4 games back to back now. Um, I don't know what the reasoning was for that. He has looked a little bit lackluster in games where he's either started or come on in previously. So I don't know if and he's a new player in the system. So there's a betting time. You oftentimes have really good performances when you just join a club, especially if you're a really good quality player, and then that dips a little bit. So I think it was just a matter of time that it would have dipped. And also at Crystal Palace, I don't think he was used to the constant running. I think he was a luxury player, and he was given the allowance to kind of just not have to defend. Um, and that has changed. So left wing, Martinelli, right wing, Waneri, and then Jesus up top. So the reason why I haven't put my Weke on the right wing is because like I need just like how I need Saka to rest, I need Madueke to rest as well because they both offer something different and they're both really, 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 really valuable for this running, especially Madueke, because he can play on both sides. So we really, really, really can't afford to be playing Madueke in games like this where we should be going through, where it's lower opposition and and we have enough, we have a strong enough team to cope. We shouldn't be risking players that are pivotal for the running. Especially with after being plagued with all these injuries and so forth. So that's my predicted 11. Again, Kepa, Skelly on the left, Mosquero Salmon, partnered by White, Josh Nichols, three-man midfield, Norgard, Eze, Marino, um, left wing, Martinelli, right wing, Waneri, and up top, Gabriel Jesus. I think it's about time that Gabriel Jesus gets out something close enough to a full 90 so we can really see what he's made of for a longer period instead of just those cameos as a super sub, so to speak. Um, Let me know what you guys think lineup should be. Do you agree with the lineup? Do you think it should be something different? Um, and if so, who? Who should play in this position? And after that, we have Chelsea, guys. And it'll be interesting to see how we line up for that because the games will be coming thick and fast after that. I know we have Inter Milan Champions League. And I know that there's a Premier League game in between Chelsea and the Inter Milan game. I don't know if it's, I can't remember if it's Leeds, but we're going to need a squad that is rejuvenated, well rested, but not too rested because we have to keep them on the game. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on another episode of the Lifelong Gunner podcast. We're to 25 subscribers. Do your boy a favor. Subscribe. Subscribing is free. All right. Peace and love. A happy new year to you. And I'll see you on the next one. And we're out.